right, everyone, welcome back. It's a round 3 match here at Rax Billiards Room's first annual Trios Cup. We're in Edmonton, Alberta at the beautiful Rax Billiards Room's newly opened pool room here in Edmonton, Alberta. And we got a great matchup here. Queuing up trouble. Gonna take on Team Triple Threat. Looks like Queuing Up Trouble gonna break first here. And I'll try to keep track of these players, but looks like we got Don breaking first here. Don Haggerty, he's a 540 Fargo. They're playing 3-player teams. It's a 1650 total Fargo cap. And it's a mix of singles and Scotch triples. Yes, you heard that right. It's triple Scotch. So all 3 players shooting in rotation. If you're new to it, well, so are we. Super fun to watch. From what I could see from the first match, adds an extra element, especially with the Fargo cap if the team is not quite balanced. But I'm seeing this team Queuing Up Trouble. They seem to be pretty balanced. Dawn, Loretta, and James. The other team quite balanced as well. One player a little higher in the Fargo, but these teams have nobody over 600 Fargo, so very balanced as far as this cap goes. We'll see what we got in store. You're listening to Ben Francis on the mic here. I'm live on Facebook and YouTube, guys, so do me a favor. Chat along. Click the share button. Click the thumbs up on the YouTube. That's all I ever ask here with these free streams at Q Sports Live. And let me know you're alive. And I am running a solo ship this tournament while also doing another job on the side. So I got my hands full this weekend, but it's just the way I like it. Staying busy is good. So quickly through these first few balls is Dawn getting the extension for the back of the queue here. And just bear with me for a second, guys, while I share the stream too. As I can't ask you guys to do anything I wouldn't do, right? And let me just tag Rax in there as well. Make sure they get a tag in there, and then I'll get along to this commentary and follow your guys' chat. There we are. What kind of tables? They got 12 9-foot Predator tables here. Looking at this beautiful Predator table. They have 10 7-foot Predator tables. And it's a beautiful pool room with nothing but pool tables in it. Lots of space around the tables. Lots of seating. Plenty of seating for people to watch, for teams to join in and gather around. And arena lights over all the tables. They host really great tournaments all the time. They have 2 really beautiful snooker tables. They are super sweet, these Predator snooker tables, which I'll give you guys a look of the room and those tables in a little bit. Definitely worth coming to check it out. If you're ever anywhere near it or just make a road trip, they're going to have lots of great tournaments, so it's worth coming to check out. And this 8-ball on the side for a beautiful run out to start their campaign. queuing up trouble. Don Haggerty with the break and run to start them off. Yeah, the 8 wasn't in yet, but you're not missing that too much. He shrugs his shoulders like it's just another day in the park. I love it. And 1-0, they are racing to 9. And if you're just joining me, it is a little mix here. Very interesting format. They're going to play 3 singles games, and then they're going to play 3 games of Scotch triples. Yes, you heard that right. It's Scotch triples. So just like Scotch doubles, but it's 3-player teams, so they'll shoot 3 players in a rotation. And a race to 9 wins to see who moves into tomorrow's A-side match. The B-side will be on the 7-foot racing to 8, which we'll catch a bit of tomorrow. This will be the last match of the night. They are running quite long, 2 to 3 hours per match, so buckle up. We got a lot of pool to be played here as we see Leah Carroll, the unmistakable pink outfit with the scratch on the break here against Loretta. 2 players that we've seen a little bit on the Q Sports live streams in the past. Loretta McCready coming to the table here for team queuing up trouble. We'll try to keep track of who's who. Not always so easy for me out here in Edmonton, but I do know a lot of the players, so I should be okay. And we are stuck with just this one camera angle for now. I am going to try to make sure they get set up with some better stuff in the future. And possibly I can even do the stream from home. So you might hear me on the mic, but I might not be in the room. Kind of like the Predator tournaments. Sounds pretty good, but I'm not there. I mean, Edmonton is almost as nice as Rome, Italy. I love it here. They always treat me so nice in Edmonton. Shout out to Jindy and Trisha. Jindy Baines and his wife, Trisha, for putting me up in their beautiful house. Very gracious hosts. And the second time I was here in May, and they put us up for a couple days that weekend and put me up this weekend too. And I'll be back at the end of the month, end of August. We're going to try to set up some more group lessons and individual lessons, and I'll be back to stream a big tournament that Jindy has. So for those Edmonton players listening in, if you want to send me a message, I'll be back and we can line something up. And I plan on trying to make a trip up here at least a few times a year, as they don't really have any coaches, any instructors in Edmonton, and they have a huge pool scene. Just to give you an idea, and there are some traveling players, of course, but this tournament has 37 teams, so 111 players, and there's 86 players at a pool room just down the street playing another big tournament. So we got 200 players in Edmonton playing big tournament this weekend. The pool scene's big and thriving. And I think they've got the music at a level where I maybe don't have to talk quite as much. But let me know if you guys can hear it too loud in the background. I would appreciate that. I think the ambient noise room is going to drown that out, so we should be okay. Thanks to Rax for accommodating, of course. Turn down the volume just a little bit over here is great. It's perfect now, I think. Okay, Loretta cuts that ball on the side. She was trying to go into the 8. You could see her point at it. She wanted to break that ball out. I don't think the 11 goes in the bottom left. And look at that ball tied up. You almost can't even see it. It's so wedged behind the 1. So she's picked off all the open balls. And now only the tough ones left, which is not usually the way you want to do it. Sometimes there's some strategy here depending who you're playing. You can play the opponent a little bit, but I wouldn't recommend it in this situation. Leah, very good player. Look at this, she's gonna break that ball out too, but tie it back up. Well, she maybe still has it if she gets another shot. She's taking a peek at it. So 37 teams to start this one, and 10,000 added in cash and prizes thanks to a whole bunch of really great sponsors and, of course, Rack's Pool Room, Rack's Billiards Room. And I'll put up the posters and some logos and stuff and some different pictures throughout the stream. And just make sure you guys show some love to those sponsors for supporting pool. And I'll try to keep my voice through this match. Try to stay in it. It's been a long day for me. I started early. I got lots of gas left in the tank. I'll be okay. Just one more match tonight. And thank you as well to Kathy tuning in. Everybody else tuning in, do me a favor, click that share button. So much great pool to go this weekend. 37 teams, double elimination. They also have a second chance tournament. It's pretty cool. And it'll run into Monday because it is a long weekend for those who don't know. In Canada, it's a long weekend, so this tournament will conclude on Monday. Tough table, this one. We always knew it would take a little time to develop after the break because Leah mishit it, got the scratch, and the balls didn't open up. So no surprise to see this one take a little time. Rail first, trying to hit the 14. She would have called it in, trying to make it, but not too upset if it doesn't go because she doesn't want to pick off the 11 and leave the 9 as the last ball. Leah will probably have a similar thought where it's not worth shooting the open balls until she can develop the 8 and the 3 maybe. Team pool always makes you overthink too, of course. In a singles match, she might just shoot the 7, and if she loses the game, it's okay. But in a team match, you start to think, am I making the right choice? Play a little tighter, more safeties. See it all the time. I'm following the YouTube chat. If anybody wants to chat along in there too. Oh, what a stroke that was. Come around trying to break the 9. Just missed it. The 14 goes into the top right. Can she get some follow on the cue ball to get into the 3 and break it out? I'm not sure if she can. It might be driving right by it. But the speed she needs to hit it at might work. I don't think she wants to hit it break speed because that would just nudge that ball too far. So maybe just trying to get the 9 in the open. I don't know if it's on, though. She probably would have shot it already if it was. She's trying to see maybe what she could do with the 9 after, if she does pot the 14 and drive by the breakout. So let me know if the music is better now, guys, if you can hear it too much, or if it's good. Sounds better to me. A little quieter is good. Certainly quieter now. It's in between songs. I picked the wrong time for a test. Okay, not sure what to do here. And neither am I. Safety, maybe. Just leave it stuff tied up. I mean, if you make the 14, you shoot the 9, you break it out. That's no good. Yeah, she's going to just leave it tied up, put the 14 in the middle. Can't blame her, but Leah's going to be in no rush to break it out. 8-ball can be like this sometimes, where if neither player wants to step out, the games can take quite a while. Much more so in team pool, because in a singles match you can afford to take a chance and just lose on a dumb shot. But in a team match, you don't want to be doing that. And that's a good shot. She'd hate to see the 2-ball land there, and it hasn't wired up. But she's left Loretta in a tough spot here where she's looking for a jump cue. Can't find it. Okay, yeah, reaching for the jump cue. Yeah, you don't jump too often in games of 8-ball, so I don't blame her for not having it out. If it was a 9 or a 10-ball game in a long race, I think you got to have it out. Be ready to jump a couple times. Better to have it out and be ready to jump and not lose your rhythm a bit getting it out. Sometimes that can work well too. Take a little breather, look away from the table for a second. Darting and hovering over this one, risky. She made a good hit there, but that's where the fun stops. Broke out the ball for Leah. It's absolutely not what she wanted to do. Leah gets 2-ball down. She's on the 1. Can she do something with the 4-3? Would still need to do something with the 8, so I think developing those balls probably best. Trying to get some kind of spread. Ideally not on the last shot. Well, we're getting some thunderstorms here in Edmonton. It was blazing hot today, but they've been getting an absolute ton of rain this summer. have to just excuse me from time to time as I mute the mic. Kind of running the solo show this weekend, so I will have to mute it here and there to answer a question or maybe run to the washroom. Long matches, so. And it's absolutely pouring out there now. Rain's coming down pretty good. Hopefully it doesn't hail on my car, guys. Cross your fingers. It's sitting right in the middle of the parking lot. It's a sitting duck. They've had some leaks in this flat roof too, so hopefully that doesn't happen right now.
Mr. Francis, Mr. Big Ben, how are you, bro?
They had some good hail here this year too, damaged some houses. But I don't think we'll see any more of that this summer, knock on wood. It's a little past that time of year, but it's been angry weather. Okay, Loretta looking to play a really tough combination here. Especially with the cue ball on the rail. If the cue ball wasn't on the rail, this is a lot more makeable, but cue ball pinned to the rail takes away a lot of the accuracy. You want to be able to play pool with a little side spin, but it's very limited when the cue ball's on the rail. And I thought maybe the bank in the side, if it went, was a better choice. Maybe just a higher percentage of pocketing the ball and staying at the table. Great chance for Leah here. Try to get triple threat on the board. Oh, it's a little off. She's overcut it a bit. A bit quick on the stroke there. What I mean by quick when I say quick on the stroke is just the delivery back to forward tends to be a little quick. I want it to be nice and slow and smooth. And I think Loretta just has enough of this ball to cut it in the side. No, she's called the bank. Well, I might consider shooting the 14 before banking this ball. Yeah, that was a tough shot. Very, very tough shot. Well, Leah can shoot the 4 first and then just work down table here, or she can shoot the 7, the 3, and go up there for the 4. I think that's okay. And I think that's slightly higher percentage than taking that thin cut at slow speed on the 4. It's the slow roll shot that tends to get us. I do know what she's thinking here is if she slow rolls the 4 and it doesn't go in, she doesn't leave anything on the 9 or the 14. So it's not a bad choice, but I'd like to see her shoot the 7-3 and just run out with the confidence. Well, that's good. She hit it confidently. She didn't slow roll it at all. All the way down here for the 3, confidently. That's the way you like to see them hit it. It's always handy to save the ball over a pocket for your out ball for the 8. That's always nice. She could just play kind of a stop shot, bounce the cue ball out a little off the side rail for the 8 on the left side, but these side pockets are tough. If I could give her some advice, I would tell her to play for the corner pocket. Going forward, off a couple of rails, top inside. Well, she draws by it nicely. That's a great shot. Playing for the corner there was good. Just have to watch the cue ball a bit here to the left side, but I think she should be okay. Well, she's overcut it right away. Could tell it was missed as soon as it came off her cue, and I think that's from the cue ball close to the rail a bit. And maybe that left side pocket in her mind. Just a hair. Well, Loretta can just draw this one back. Oh, she's let up on the stroke a bit and bumped the 14, but it's okay. And she's right-handed, so she should just be able to reach out and shoot this one, or she can get the rest. The bridge and shoot it like that. Should be okay. Nothing to do with the cue ball. The 8's right over the pocket. And the ladies match up quite well as far as the Fargo. Leah at a 469 Fargo, and Loretta at a 461. So very much close, those two ladies, and really all 6 of these players pretty close. Very well balanced teams. 1551 total Fargo for triple threat, and 1566 total for queuing up trouble. And they're queuing up some trouble for triple threat. So far up 2-0, but a long way to go. Race to 9. Plenty of pool to play. Some of the event sponsors here, Q-Tech. Make sure you guys show these sponsors some love for supporting pool and for adding some of the cool door prizes. I'll be getting through more of these as the match goes on, but let's head back over and watch James Bork all the way from Prince George, BC. With the break shot here, looks like a dry one and just a wide open space. And so for triple threat, we're gonna have Dale Bencharski come to the table here. Dale sporting that nice Rax jam-up shirt. I was lucky enough for them to give me one of those last time I was here. I love it. Raymond, the pool room's located in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. And for those just tuning in with us, what a beautiful pool room it is. Newly opened just a few months ago in Edmonton, Alberta. They have 12 9-foot Predator tables, 10 7-foot Predator tables, and 2 Predator snooker tables. And it doesn't come better than this. If you're a pool fan, you got to come check this place out. It's great. All arena lights. Arena lights over the snooker tables too. Really well lit up over there, but the whole room's lit up really nice. The space between the tables is great. The seating area is great. The bar's really great. The drinks are good, and they always have specials. And I haven't had bad food yet. Food's all really good. Looking forward to trying out something new tonight. Maybe a burger. Saw Jindy had a burger. Looks pretty good. Trisha had the burger. Jindy likes the wings, I think. He had the wings again. The wings got to be real good. 2 nights in a row he had them. As we see, Dale working through these balls. One more good positional shot away. Where does the 15 go? But in the bottom right. He's going to take a look, see if it slips in the top left, but I don't think so. Too big of a risk to try to ride it in off the rail from that far away. But he does seem to have a little angle, maybe get the window between the 2-3. tough shot here. Not pocketing, but cue ball control's got to be at a premium on this one. He punches across, bumps the 2, and he's not going to love this, but he does have a shot. It's a low percentage one, but he's still at the table. Wasn't that far off of kissing it in off the 6. Very nearly. And let's see what James can do here. Mr. Bork, all the way from Black Diamond Bowl and Billiards in Prince George. He's going to open with the 3. He's going to have a whole bunch of free shots here with where the 15 ball stayed. Because even if he misses, he can't really leave anything on that 15. What he should think is trying to get somewhere on the 6 right away. I kind of like a safety here. Just shoot the 5, stop on the 2. Could cut the 4 on the side, but I like the safe because you can make him open the ball, or you can just get ball in hand, shoot the 6 in the left corner, right? Yeah, and this is just as good. The only problem I see here is he has left a kick shot that can be made to the bottom left. Yeah. If he had have shot the 5 and stopped on the 2, he's going to block that with the 2. Still low percentage kick. He would have had a tougher kick as well, but this is good. It's paid off for James. He's got a shot here, 5 on the side. He could consider drawing to the right long rail behind the 8 as a 2-way if he doesn't like going all in on this shot, but it looks like he's just going to roll at it. Yeah, he's way overcut it, but he's found another good 2-way way up there. Although I think you can see the 15 to make this ball. It's a mile away, and the cue ball on the rail's tough. About as tough as they come, this shot. And he can't just trickle it in because the 8 doesn't go on the top right, so he needs to do a little something with the cue ball. Oh, how good is that? He deserves a kiss and be straight in the side because that was a sweet shot. I think it just goes by the 4. Nothing but net. It's the shot before that won him the game. Beautiful shot off the back rail and triple threats on the board. And now we'll move into the Scotch triples portion of the match as I throw up a couple more of these sponsor ads. So I'm sure you guys know what Scotch doubles is. Scotch triples is the same, except there's 3 players on the team, so they're going to rotate through all 3 of them. And it's quite interesting. And it's race to 9, so a long way to go here, only at 2-1. Lots of pool to play. They're going to play 3 games of singles, which we were through. Then they're going to play 3 games of Scotch. Then they're going to play 3 games of singles, 3 games of Scotch. And so on. I'll just zoom in on this poster a little more so you guys can read it. I know it's a bit tough to read. Well, you can see there, 10K added cash and prizes. Can't beat that. Worth the trip, and they're going to have lots of big pool tournaments like this. All kinds of different formats, and they want to have a big one that's open to get all the big Calgary guys out, so keep an ear out. follow their Facebook page. Rack's Billiards Room. Looks like a dry break over here is going to bring in Darren. Sorry, Don. Excuse me. Too many names start with a D on this team. Don, Darren, and Dale. But I'll get it. Yeah, nothing easy from here. I mean, stripes look okay, but the 8 maybe only goes on the right side. Could he shoot the 9 and bust it out right now? That'd be great. I think that's what he's going to do. Got to watch the 5 here. No, he goes just straight in. I think he needs to shoot the 10 next. The 13 is okay, but it's thin, and he might be jacked up over the 8 a bit. He called. Yeah, they're playing Scotch triples now. I was a little confused there for a second. I thought, wait a second. I guess it's getting a little bit late. Or Scotch triples is just a little confusing. It's going to be James to shoot now. James Bork. I love this format, by the way. I think this is super cool, something new. I always thought a team match like that would be cool because we play a lot of 5-player teams, and the 5-player teams, you know, rotating through would be fun. Might be too hard to keep track of whose shot it is, though. Yeah, time to make a plan for this 8. I think they got to leave the 12 and try to find the window between the 4-5, as crazy as that sounds. I mean, try to roll this ball on the side. Wow, what a shot. That's way harder than it looked on the camera. Okay, so we've figured something out here. Is there is coaching allowed, and I thought there might not be. We haven't seen any of this from the teams. So I thought maybe there was no coaching allowed, but they're having a little discussion here. You can't see it just off the camera. All 3 of them gathered to discuss what to do here with the 8. And that can be a bit tough. Maybe they're allowed 1 timeout per rack, something like that. You have to watch the discussion doesn't become too long too often and bogs down the tournament a bit. And with no one to lead the way in the discussion, like this team's very balanced, it can really take some time.
Smooth strikers and hit and run on table 16, please. Smooth strikers.
They might have talked themselves right out of it. Couldn't decide. I think you got to just let them shoot. Sometimes the coaching is the worst thing. away for Leah. She gets a rail after. It looked like it was going to be a little soft for a second, but she got a couple of rails, which is needed. Couldn't give up ball in hand there. That'd be the only thing she could really do wrong. She played a good shot. Looks like James in big trouble here. Yeah, he couldn't do much there. He's okay with just leaving them back here. Smart shot would be to shoot the 3 onto the 12, which he's instantly doing. Bit of a misstep from James there. I think he should have seen that this was going to be the next shot. It kind of just put his teammate in trouble. I think he just looked over at him and laughed. How you like me now, he says.
Guys, tomorrow we have our redemption tournament starting at around 1 o'clock-ish. It's $20 entry, or $60 entry per team, double elimination. Same thing, A side on the 9 foots, B side on the 7 foots. Just the little shorter races. I think we're gonna do 5 and 4. You can register with James tomorrow.
Can just hear Christine on the mic there. They got a redemption tournament, a second chance tournament. It's going to happen tomorrow. Cheap entry fee, a little bit shorter races, but more pool to play. Got to love that. Oh, it's a really great hit. Not only that, but he's put that ball in a pretty good spot, the 14. Not leaving it on the end rail or something, you know. Putting it near a pocket is good. It's handy for later. Well, and they have to make up their mind here. Do they want to keep playing safe or do they want to try to run out? I don't mind another safety, actually. Maybe off the 2 ball. I mean, if you can't break it out while the 3 is over the hole, then I like another safety. Could always just drop short side on all these balls. They all go. You don't need to move it. It's just difficult to get, you know, on the 5 to get out of the way of the 6. So, yeah, I don't mind another safe. It's going to develop another problem with the 2, maybe. Yeah. Gets the 2 off the rail, which is in a bit of a funny spot. Yeah, thanks, James Scott. Got the address in there. 99 and 48 in Edmonton. Racks Billiards Room. And for those just joining us, we are at the first annual Trios Cup. They do plan on hosting lots of tournaments, but it sounds like this one will be annual. So keep a lookout for it next year. They had 37 teams this year. They'll take up to 48. Well, 10K added. They're guaranteeing $5,500 for first place. It's worth traveling for. And a 1650 Fargo cap, so very fair. Yeah, I thought she drove by that kick, so ball in hand's going to help develop the 6. Shoot the 5, nudge the 6 open. Everything else should be fine. Oh, no. Well, saving grace here is that the 8 doesn't go, but with ball in hand, James can break it out while still being on the 14. Because I'm pretty sure the 8 doesn't have a pocket. Oh, he stunned it instead of drawing it. Bit of an oopsie. Yeah, definitely was trying to break that out, just kind of stunned it a bit. Now his teammate needs to come with a big shot here. Don has nothing easy to get on this 8-ball. How do you get on this 8-ball without moving it? He's loading up something. Here we go. He tried to check it with some inside spin, but it was never going to grip. Just didn't have the angle. The spin was there, and the spin can grab, but the speed he hits it at, the cue ball wants to stun first before it grabs any of the spin, and it kind of changes the tangent line or follows it too much. Well, what happened here? Opened them all up, and wide open spaces now. She didn't have a lot to work with there, that's for sure. So triple threat, the chance to tie this match. And I would expect this one to be close all the way. Not only because of the Fargo's match up pretty close, but I think the players just match up nicely too. Just good balance from what I'm seeing. The ladies match up really well. A couple of these guys match up really well, so be a nice tight one. Well, these kind of little backdoor outs, they don't leave much to be said. Can shoot any ball in any pocket. Pretty easy game. No, I'm just kidding. It's such a hard game. 8-ball in the 9-foot tends to be one of the easier pool games, but add in team pressure, bunch of added money for a big prize fund, and it becomes very difficult. Team discussion here about what to do. I like it. If you're not sure, which he wasn't, then ask your teammates. What I wouldn't like is one teammate interrupting the other one. I always tell people when I play Scotch with them, you just shoot how you shoot and we'll deal with it. But if you're not sure, then by all means, don't be shy. To ask is okay. And they just talked about should they draw back for the 4 next or the 5, and I think it was always the 4. And this is a good angle to come across towards the middle of the table for the 5 next. Well, she's hit it kind of thick, and this is going to just creep past and give James a shot on the 8. Looked like it might stay behind the 5, but I think he's got it. Kind of a big game early in the match. He'll have to watch a scratch in the top right, I think. but he's going to hit it pretty thin, so I can't imagine the spin grabbing too much and sending him in there. Often you want to kind of spin this one in with a little right, but I think here you could just play a little top, maybe even a little left to avoid the scratch, but see the right spin. Got lots of right spin, hit a little thick, so it was always safe. And a good shot there, and a 3-1 lead for queuing up trouble. How beautiful is this Predator table? Very nice. The Arc table by Predator. And there's no sweeter sight than an endless line of pool tables. Am I right? And I said I'd give you guys a look at this snooker table. Look how beautiful this is. Pocket sizing, very nice. Everything nice and flush around the corners and the sides. It's got heated slate. You can see in that picture there. It plugs in on the floor. Loretta at the table here, trying to decide where to break from. Looks like it's first diamond, first diamond. It's a good reference point if that's where you like to break from. I think I like a little more middle, trying to get the balls in the side pocket, but everybody has a preference and only they know what works best for them. Didn't get one though. And that brings Dale to the table here for triple threat. With a pretty good look. At first glance, I'd say the 8 ball and the 14 ball, maybe the only two tough ones. 15 and the 1 up there, a little bit tricky, but workable. Often you'd like to shoot the ball that opens the 8, but shooting the 14 doesn't really open the 8. But if you play that last, then you can stay on that side of it. That's what he's going to try to do. Well, didn't want to go into the 1. Maybe made a mess of the 15. In fact, definitely made a mess of the 15. They're having a laugh. Leah says, "Are we solids? What happened there?" I like the 6, she says. The 12's okay. Cue ball's going to be moving a bit. Jason in the Facebook chat wants to know what heated slate does. You know, I'm no scientist and I'm no table tech, but from what I've heard, it helps keep it straight, like more level, I guess, and faster. Can tell how much I know about this. You got me, Jason. Yeah, Leah didn't have anything super high percentage there, so I don't blame her. Just, you know, missing that ball wasn't the worst thing she could do. Trying to wedge it in there, make a mess of things. Nearly made it in and off, but not sure she would have loved to see it go in with where the cue ball ended up. James strokes in that ball down the rail. Looks like they're on the 5. The 1 ball's a real problem here, and the 2-4 not easy to get on. Oh, see that. Shoulder drop lots and lots of body English on that one. Moved more than we've seen him in previous shots. Yeah, nothing easy for Stripes here. The 14, I'm sure, doesn't pass the 4. So what do you do with the 13 and the 14? I don't think the 13 passes the 2-4 either, but camera angle can be a bit deceiving here. Maybe something happening over there. Does the 15 go now? Probably have to shoot it now. If it does go, and I think it does with a little right spin, but you'd need a referee. Players don't often like calling the referee. If they don't have to, they have another option. But I do think sometimes you just got to call the ref over and shoot the shot, right? She's going to shoot this, try to bump it, I think. Yeah, and just drove right by it. It's not the worst thing she could do because she leaves the 1 there as a problem for them. And until they develop the 13, 14, I'm not sure they want to move the 1 for their opponent. Well, how good's that shot? Really good. I think Loretta needs to play a touchy one here. Yeah, roll through the 4 a bit and freeze on the 2. She's called the 4 up there in the top right. I'm not even sure it passes the 1 up there. I mean, it's a lot of safety here, but I'm not sure it's worth calling the 4. Because if it goes in, do you really want to shoot again from there? That's a really great shot. To put the 4 over the pocket like that is really, really nice shot. And now she puts the pressure on the other team because balls are in the open. Especially after he moves that 13 out of the way on this shot. Yeah, it's overcut. Might wiggle in now. Looked overcut right away, but sometimes they just slide right in there. Cloth's still pretty new out here at Racks. Pretty new pool room still, so it's not too worn in yet, but it does get a lot of play. Very busy place all the time. Especially this weekend. It's packed in here. Trying to bump that out, didn't get it. But it was sort of a free chance. They're going to get another chance later on, I think. I like shooting the 6 here, I think. Could consider the 7, but it's too much of a reach. The 7 with a touch of inside and break it out would be nice, but I think it's reaching too much. Literally and figuratively. Well, putting it right over the pocket. Nothing wrong with that. It's a good shot, actually. Well, maybe not. Maybe if the 14 goes, then maybe not. Because they could make the 14, get angle on the 13, and break 15. She's called for a meeting, so now I've learned something else. Unlimited timeouts. If I had a suggestion moving forward in the tournament for future years, it would be maybe one timeout per team, per rack, because these multi timeouts can really slow down the tournament. Mind you, they do have 3 full days to play it, so nobody's in any rush. And it's good to give them their green fee worth, which they're certainly getting. They're going to play a lot of pool. Yeah, she's not sure if she has enough of this ball to make it. She called them over to take a look. Maybe off the 2. That might help create some angle anyway. Yeah, I don't think it was on. Well, this isn't the absolute worst thing that could happen. She took away one of their hanging balls. I think Loretta can see the 2. But that one ball is still a problem up there. They'll maybe need to use the 3 to break it out. The problem is breaking it out from there, going into the 1 or the 15, you kind of push it towards that ball over the top left. You don't want to do that. One timeout per team per rack in the trios. Well, maybe I'm mistaken. Maybe I'm thinking of the rack before where they took their timeout. Maybe. But thank you, Levi, for clarifying the rule. Appreciate that. Gord, how you doing, pal? And thank you. Hope you're enjoying your summer too, bud. Yeah, I don't think it's worth shooting the 3 if they can't get to the left side of the 7. Didn't hear what he called. Safe, I think. I think he just called safe. Tough spot here. All you can do is come off the side of that ball, make the 3. Hope you don't leave him the 1 in the side. Hope that ball blocks a 7. Well, that was not ideal. Double kissing it. Might have left him the angle on the 7 to break this out, but you can't raise the back end of the cue, so we'll see. Don't think he can shoot the 3. He's too close to it and it's too thin. So maybe it's shoot the 7, then shoot the 3 and try to get something on the 1. Oh, he's done well there to trickle that ball in. That was a good shot with the cue ball pinned on the rail like that. It was not easy. Yeah, it was pretty hot here today too. Gord, 35. It got to 35 today here, it says. Oh, this needs to slow down. I think it's okay. I think this goes in the side pocket. And he maybe doesn't need to do too much with the cue ball because his teammate's a sharp shooter. Just get it kind of near the right side pocket. Follow it through a little with a touch of inside might help this ball in anyway. Yeah, and he didn't even go for the bounce off the rail. This is okay. He says, that's about the best I could do. The rest is up to you. Oh, that round chalk. I hated chasing that thing across the room. It is great chalk, though, that Taum. They sure reinvented the wheel. No pun intended. Because I bet nobody thought we'd be paying 30 bucks for a piece of chalk and loving it. Good shot there. Queuing up trouble, up 4-1 here. Still kind of early days in this match, but race to 9 can go quite quick. We got one more rack left in the Scotch triples before we move back to the singles. But 4-1, decent lead. Last game of the Scotch triples before we move on back to the singles. And I think at the opening of a rack, it's anybody's shot, but maybe there is an order to it. Looks like they're going to wait for James. He just went to the washroom quick. He's just coming back now. It's going to be his shot. Okay, they changed their mind. I actually like this. Seems like the sharpest shooter on their team. He should be shooting the first shot, trying to decide what to shoot and develop the game. Yeah, definitely both balls runnable. Usually you look at the 8 first, but I think if you shoot the 15, you open it for there, and if you shoot the 2, you open it for the other pocket, so they'll probably balance out. I think he's shooting the 14. I kind of like it as long as he can get on something here. Okay, he's come out. He's on the 10 and the 15. That's a really good shot. And the 9. Yeah, this is what you want to do in a game of 8-ball, and that's why I like him shooting the first shot. I think he's just going to put them in a good spot right away. Yeah, I like the 15 here. Put it back kind of where it is now, and then leave James the 9 or the 10. This is good. 9 looks good in the top left. Maybe the 13 next in the right side, or the 12 in the same pocket. It's eat your heart out here. I kind of like trying to get on the 10 right now, but it'll go in the bottom right later, which is what he's just come over and wisely looked at, because no need to try to draw this one back and get perfect. Could just consider a stop shot. Well, bit of a let off. He's supposed to make that ball. Just tried to maybe like kind of stun follow it a little. That brought in the miss, just a touch. Looks like he's shooting, is it the 1 ball through there? Yeah, I didn't think he had enough for that. I thought maybe it was the 6. It's about the only place he couldn't leave them was back there where they can now deal with the 9-11. Maybe it's not makeable like I thought it was at first glance. But you would think he has to do something with it right now. Could shoot the 12 in the side, but it just doesn't lead to anywhere good. Yeah, it's giving it the long look. He'd love to find something where he can get that ball close to the hole and still get safe, but I think the 1 is too close to the pocket to get any safe here. Yeah, and the 4 definitely goes in the side if they can't shoot the 1. He's going to put Leah to the test here a bit. The 5 ball a little tricky, the 7 ball a little tricky, so he might have been okay just not making the ball there, but developing the only problem Stripes has. Yeah, it's got to be the 4 on the side. Just have to be brave here, which is pool in a nutshell. A lot of times you just have to take on the shots and do the best that you can, which she's done well there to pocket the ball. And they're on the 7, the 1, possibly the 2 in the side, but I don't think you ever shoot that. I don't hate the 7 right now in the side pocket. That's their only really tough ball. I mean, the 5's makeable in the bottom left later, especially with the 5, or rather the 6-1 up there to deal with it. Maybe the... Oh, Leah played safe. Look at this. Loretta comes to the table with the jump cue because Leah played safe when she pocketed that ball in the corner. I guess she just didn't like where the cue ball was going for position, so she made it their problem. Oh no, did not want to bump the 6 over there. Big trouble that shot now. Can he shoot the 3 and draw underneath it? I think he might take the chance. What's the alternative? Get it later? I don't think so. Safety, yeah, I suppose. Can't see them moving that ball over the pocket for you. Well, unless you leave them there, they might consider the combo. James might just consider this combination. 12-9 is definitely on by the 6. Doesn't need to do too much with the cue ball either. He could draw it back a little. He could probably just stop it there and they could shoot the 11 top right next. Well, straight in to the 6. Not quite worst case scenario, but right up there with it. Because not only has he missed the combo, but he broke out the 6 for them. And played shape for it. Well, this kind of tracked a little close to the rail. No, it's okay. Stopped in time. 2 balls very available. Try to get on that 7 soon would be a good idea. Wow. I don't know about that shot. Cue ball on the rail is going to limit some options here. Shooting the 5 going the wrong way is no good. Shooting the 3 is tricky, requires some power. And shooting the 7 thin off the rail like that is not fun at all. But I think it's back against the wall now, and it's okay to shoot the 7. Sometimes you just have to take a little risk. And it's almost like that's what the table's telling you to do. I mean, it's thin and it's tough, so I wouldn't hate him shooting a 3 here, which is what he's eyeballing. Try to get a little better on the 7 later, but it's hard to get on it again. Wow, he hit that really good and it jiggled. See how tight those corner pockets are? He hit that pretty good, I thought. He's got to pot this ball in the corner and kind of land between the 11 and the 12. As we'll see in a second, the 11 near the head spot. Yeah, a little timeout. Just going to ask his teammates where they want to be. James is shooting next, so I like just touch this ball in and land between the 11 and the 12. Maybe you shoot the 12 on the right side. And if you don't like it, maybe you shoot the 11 in the left side. Could shoot the 12 in the bottom right corner. Soft right spin. Oh, looks like he's going to play rail first here. Softly towards the 12, and he's landed absolutely perfect. Where I think, yeah, she's going to shoot the 12. She likes it. She gave him a fist bump on the way by. I like that. He would have loved just a little more out of it, but this is about as good as you could ask for. The nice thing is she can roll this ball like medium speed with the follow, which makes keeping the line straighter a little easier. Oh, she just trickled it in there nicely. That's a good shot. Kept the cue ball off the rail. Got to be precise here because transition from the 13 to the 10 is not so easy. If a little off angle, so somewhere near middle table. This has got to hurry up a bit. It's got to hurry up a lot. Did it get there? Try to see his body language. Doesn't look panicked. But it's hard to tell sometimes with James. Pretty composed. Might have just got there. It looks like his teammate's looking at the potting line on the 10 after the 13. It's super tight. Maybe a touch of right spin. Oh no, he's got the back end of the cue way up in there. He's trying to masse it. This is extremely tough. Well, if he called the 10, he's an absolute genius. But there's no way that he did. 13 blocked the 3, so they will need to shoot the 5 here. Yeah, she takes a look at the 7 to see if there's some kind of easy safe off the 7, or if it somehow went by the 8. And I like that. Always good to double check stuff out there. Don't just get up and shoot right away, especially in 8-ball. Unless it's super obvious, but take a look around. She's got to pot this. The nice thing she could do here is follow the cue ball through and put it on the end rail. They're on the 3, and if she misses, it's pretty safe from up there. That's what she's done. Good cue ball. That's what we call a good cue ball. Smart shot. Now Loretto with a real tester from distance here. And the cue ball close to the rail and close to the 3 limits how much of the tip she can get on it. Not too far off, but shots don't come much tougher than that. Very smart play from Leah to put her back there. Yeah, it's definitely shoot the 7, then the 5, then the 3 here. Sometimes there's another way, but not this time. Little off angle, and we've seen this ball rattle up. He's got to be accurate here, and he is. Nothing but net right in the middle of the pocket. It's a great shot. Now just soft draw up the side rail a bit. Want to get closer to this 8. Little low, a little right spin, but watch it doesn't grip too much. Yeah, and this is okay. I mean, a little closer is nice. Don't get me wrong, but he makes this. Well, if he's going to roll it, I'm not a huge fan. I think stop shot here is a little more preferred stroke. Oh, he hit it at a good speed, though, to get through the ball all the way, and it's a game back for triple threat. Now at 4-2, and they're back to the singles. I'm just going to step away for 2 seconds here, guys. I just got to run to the washroom. I'll leave it on here so we don't miss anything. Stay tuned. Lots of match to go. Okay, we're back, and that worked out pretty good for me. The players took a small break as well, so I didn't miss too much. Looks like just the break here. Oh, I'm breaking the first shot as I rewind the YouTube just to see what happened. But we didn't miss too much. Lots of players coming over from the other pool tournament. They had another big pool tournament in Edmonton this weekend with 86 players. Amazing that there's 200 pool players playing pool tournament this weekend in Edmonton between the two rooms. Incredible. Pool's thriving here in Edmonton, Alberta. You'll love to see it. Yeah, Loretta with a thin one here on the 3, and I'm not sure she can get into the 5-6 to break it out. She needs the extension for the back of the cue. Wise to have that. If you play any amount of 9-foot pool, you need that, especially if you're my height. Yeah, trying to clip it with lots of low and lots of left soft to get into those two balls. Didn't get it, but nudged the 14 out of the way. Might have been the plan all along. That was a great shot. And now the 6 will go, and then the 5 after. The 2 is going to be a problem, and the 8. And the 8 might be the biggest problem of all. Gonna shoot the 1, try to get on the 5 or the 6. I think the 6 will go. Wow, she slapped at it a bit. Quick on the stroke there, quick on the transition. Easy to do when you're trying to power up the cue ball a bit, juice it. Best thing they can do is have a laugh about it, and they are. Well, he was playing a real tough one there. Jacked up over the ball, trying to cut that in the side. Doesn't get tougher than that. Loretta with another chance here. Looks like the 2 ball go between the 12-14 into the lower left. But what next? A little quick again, but can't blame her on that one. Not really anywhere to go to get the 1-5-6 out. It's a real mess there with those 3 balls. Oh, good shot there. Look at that. Put the 10 right in the way, exactly in the way of the 1-6. Covered everything there. That was really nice. She's done well there to put him in a bad spot again. It's been a great game, this one. Good defense put up from both players here. Fighting hard for this game. You love to see it. Every game hard fought in this team event. I'm absolutely loving this pool. I hope you guys are all enjoying it too. Do me a favor if you are, click that share button, click the thumbs up on the YouTube. Feel free to chat along as well in the chat rooms. I'll follow both. You'll have to excuse me if I just mute from time to time. We're gonna get these guys set up with a real nice permanent camera setup with a permanent stream setup, and then I'll be able to do these from home as well, although I'd still love to come do them in person. It's way more fun. So hopefully I'll still be able to come in person too, but we'll have maybe a better spot for me. If they have some permanent cameras, we can just slap me in the back room in a bit of a soundproof area. And that way I won't have people coming up and talking in the background and stuff like that. And we won't have to worry about the music as much and all that fun stuff. But to do it from home is nice. I keep it nice and quiet there. But until then, you guys will just have to bear with me muting it here and there. Hopefully it's not too annoying. How good is this shot? Look at this. That's a 10 out of 10 tough shot. What a shot, Loretta. Incredible. And not only has she pocketed the 10 out of 10 tough shot, she's got position on the 5 straight in with a stop shot shape. Beautiful. That's one of the toughest shots we've seen today. And very, very underrated from the camera. Did not do that one justice, let me tell you. From the table, that one would have looked like way harder. Cue ball on the rail made it tough. Everything about that shot was tough. I'm not sure what she doesn't like here, but let me just take a look outside the screen. It looks like she's dead straight. So the stop shot leaves her just a little off angle on the one into the same pocket. She doesn't like that. She's thinking about going forward to shoot the one in the bottom right. That just seems like a lot of angle. A lot more angle than the other way. Well, a little quick again on the stroke, and she's missed the 5. Lots of B-side matches going on in the room, but a few tables starting to open up. Lots of 9-foots becoming available as the matches conclude for the evening. Start to see the walk-ins flow in and the room fill up again Saturday night on the long weekend here in Edmonton. And it's hot and muggy out, so what better place to be than the pool room with the AC going. It's perfectly comfortable in here. Yeah, this is a much tougher shot than her last one. Trying to jack up, cut that ball in the bottom right, get something happening with the 5. That was extra tough.
Hi, Ben.
Darla must have heard me say, you know, people coming up saying hi. Which I don't mind at all, by the way, for anybody wondering. I do have a lot of friends in Edmonton, and it's always nice to be here and see them. They always treat me super well. It's nice to see them all, so of course, feel free to come up and say hi. I'm looking at a Saskatchewan boy over there. I think Fabian in the building. They're teaming a good battle over there. On the A side still, I think. Meanwhile, Loretta with another shot, but she's not getting anything easier than the straight in one ball she had a few shots ago. Look at this shot. She just missed it by a hair. What an effort. Just missed the 9, just missed the 14, and just missed the 1 off the third rail. What an effort. All the balls in the open here for Dale. Doesn't need to do too much with the cue ball either with these last 4 or 5 balls kind of close together. And if you're just joining me, this is the last match of the evening here in Edmonton. Last stream match, that is. So don't get any ideas if you're on the B side of this tournament. You got to play more tonight. But the last match we'll have on the stream tonight. And then we'll be back tomorrow. Should be firing up around, I want to say 1 o'clock. But I do have another small job to do in the morning before I come. Some other previous obligations, but I wanted to make sure that this tournament got streamed, so I make it work. I'm making it work. Solo ship, making it work. Doing what I love, and I got absolutely zero to complain about. Life is good. Watching pool. And talking to you guys. Well, so far, mostly talking to myself today. Not too many people in the chat, but that's okay. I know you guys will wake up as the weekend goes on. There's so much other pool going on. So much to watch. Eight ball on the side. To get this back to 4-3, a triple threat on the comeback trail here. Starting to gel a bit. Some of these great tournament sponsors. Here's one of my favorites, absolute favorite in more ways than one. I love Alex. He's my favorite player and always has been since I grew up watching pool, but how great is this chalk? Amazing, amazing stuff. And I played with the Town before, and it was really good, but the circle just, I just couldn't stop dropping it. And when it did drop, it rolled across the room. Really love the cube. I drop it less, it doesn't roll away, and it lasts a really long time. It's super grippy. It doesn't leave any mess at all on the table, and any little bit that's left behind, it just wipes right off super easy. Here's the best thing. is it does not mark the cue ball one small amount on any shot that I've ever seen. Miscue. You have to miscue super hard. It's the only way it's going to mark the cue ball, which as a player that plays a lot, I love that. No worse way to lose a game than with a skid. Anyway, back to the match. Enough of me ranting about Peg Lion Chalk. And Jindy likes the blue. They do have different colors of the Peg Lion Chalk. Different strokes for different folks. But I'm glad you like it, Jindy. It is great. I like the green. I just started with the green and I just stuck with it. I'm sure the blue is great too. But for now, I'm a savage. Looks like she's called the combo open table so she can shoot the 4 onto the 12 and continue shooting stripes. And I think she's going to combo the 14-5 in, but not keep shooting. This will be a safety, and I think a smart one to overtake that pocket, get rid of one of their hanging balls, and overall just caused James a big problem coming in here, James Bork. Len wants to know if I play a little other than being a streamer. I do play a little, and I am a little above 600 Fargo. I'm a little above 700 Fargo, Len. I'm a little above, no, I'm just kidding. I'm 763 currently. And I thought I might have went up a little more after the last tournament. Like, it seems to be you can only go up like 1 point at a time without beating Josh Filler 7-0. And I had a pretty good tournament, but I lost to John Moore in the final in a local tournament. I beat a lot of good players to get there and win the A side before losing to John Moore in a single set final. He smoked me like 11-2, so that might have been a factor, but I only went up 1 point. I thought I might have went up 2 for once. I went up 1, getting second in a 64-player absolute monster field. As far as an amateur tournament goes, it was a who's who of Western Canadian pool, and a couple of Ontario players made the trek too. It was a real tough tournament. It is Ben. Len, you just didn't know who it was the whole time. Might have been a shorter conversation to just tell you it was me. For those that don't know, and I don't mention it often because I try not to be that guy, but it is Ben Francis on the mic here. For those that don't know my voice or haven't heard of me, been doing this for a while now, and a bit of a hack on the pool table too. But I love the game. I love following the game around. A lot of my friends play it. It's always nice to be on the road a little bit. Oh, look at the shot from James. Really nice shot. Steve Berland in there. It's the Ben and Len show, yeah. Len, you got to get in here. Do a match for me, then we can call it the Len and Ben show. But the chat's starting to wake up, and that's good. Just in time, guys. There's life in this match yet. It's real close now. Leah could get it to 4-4. She can find a way to win this game. And she doesn't have control of this table yet. You would think she has less balls, so she's a favorite, but it actually works the other way around. If there's a ball tied up, it's the player with more balls that's a favorite. And it's James right now. He's not going to move the 6, that's for sure. I think a nice idea would be to shoot the 3, try to draw back, and play one of 2 combinations next. I like the 7-13, but he could consider the 4-10 to try to make their ball. Yeah, and the camera angle can be a little deceiving, Len, but it's a 9-footer, and they're playing race to 9 on the A side. And tomorrow we're going to see some B side matches, race to 7. Race to 8, rather, on the 7-foot. 12 9-foot Predator tables, 10 7-foot Predator tables, and 2 Predator snooker tables in this sweet new pool room here in Edmonton, Alberta. Well, James played the sequence I figured he would. And Leah tries to push the 14 on top of the 7. I think she has. That's a really good shot. Well, James has to make a decision here. You start making more of your balls and you back yourself into a corner. I kind of like not making this ball. Seems funny straight in, but unless you can make sure you're going to run out, then it's not really worth it. Just excuse the glare there, guys. I'm going to try to figure that out overnight. I'm sure I can figure it out right now, but there is a way to get rid of that glare a bit. Try something. See if it works. While James plays a timing shot, almost kisses the 6 in on the way back around. That would have made for a highlight reel shot, right? Well, ball's in the open now for Leah. Maybe just roll this one in, play the 11 in the long corner. Well, she's coming above it. That's a really good stroke. Great shot. Sometimes I ask myself, was it worth it? Did it become easier getting above this ball? I don't know that it did. Because she still needs to shoot it and play position with a draw shot. Maybe the other way with a stun follow would have been easier from closer to the object ball. Yeah, I don't blame James for trying to go for it there, try to develop the balls. That is the way you need to play 8-ball. That is the way. And he put a super stroke on the 1 ball with all that juice, just about came around and got it done. Well, this is okay. You know what? She didn't really have to draw back. They talk about splitting the pressure. I always love that term because you could kind of draw back a little bit, take a somewhat easier cut, or just play the stop shot, put all the pressure on that shot is fine. And it worked out pretty great. This 8-ball on the side to tie up the match, and this is a big game for them. It does go. I actually think she has a slightly bigger pocket with where the 4 is. So it's Okay to overcut it a little, but you can't undercut it. Seems like a bit of a big miss there. Big moment in this match. 4-4 or 5-3, and it's only raised to 9. Uh-oh. I thought he got the rail first, then the ball there. But he says he got the 2 first, and there was no ref, so. And I'm definitely not the ref. And I don't want to be. So even if they had asked me to watch it, I wouldn't have. They can get somebody else over here to watch it. But he's played a good shot. And we can only assume that he did get the rail because we weren't there shooting the ball. He would have saw it best. He's got himself a ball in hand with a chance to win this game, put his team up 5-3.
Onion Lake Magic versus I Hate You Dad on table 22. Onion Lake Magic versus I Hate You Dad. Table 22.
What a team name. I hate you, Dad. Oh, I love pool team names. Yeah, the side pockets are super tough on these Predator tables, that's right. Grant does some reffing, yep. He used to ref some tournaments that we streamed. So he'd take the mic off and go ref some shots. Oh, this isn't in. This isn't in, and if Leah thought that was a foul a couple shots ago, then justice has been served in her mind. If she can make this 8, tie up the match. Big shot. She's reaching way out. She's left-handed. So this is a little tougher than it looks on TV. Oh, it was so thin that she didn't hit it on the way through. She caught it on the way back. Well, she couldn't have left it much tougher for James as he looks at this angle into the top left. Extra chance. Doesn't take advantage. Missed it by a ways, but look at this. Leaving it tough again. Doesn't get much tougher than this. Cue ball right on the rail. I'm just going to hold my breath. This is big shot for 4-4 or 5-3. She absolutely spikes it in. What a super shot. That was great. It's those kind of shots that pool on TV just looks way easier than it is. That was super tough. And we'll just run through some more of these sponsor ads as we wait for Game 9 to start. Big shout out to all those sponsors supporting the tournament. How about this lady and her daughter, always supporting pool in Alberta. Big supporters of the game out here. And super nice people too. I mean, if you want to buy a house, I really couldn't suggest anyone else. They're just so kind. How could they not be good real estate agents, helping you find what you want, making sure you're taken care of? Len, you'll have to help me. Where are you living now that you miss Alberta? As we look after this big break. And a pretty good look here. I mean, you can't ask for more than that. They're not always all over a hole, but he's got a couple over a hole. This one you might as well consider over the pocket. And I like the choice here. Solids looks pretty good. He'll have to deal with the 6 before he shoots the 7. Hamilton, well, it's not so bad out there, but it's no Alberta. You just can't get a steak anywhere in the world like Alberta, right, Len? Kind of on the wrong side of the 3, so I might need to drop on the short side of the 5 next. That's the 1 on the other rail. Yeah, he just missed the 3 trying to change the angle. First things first. And I don't think you want to miss too much against this guy. He's looked pretty steady this match. Don Haggerty has played a pretty good match from what I've seen so far. Might not have the highest Fargo on this team, but he definitely knows his way around the table. Well, Len Vanderwall says Klatt beat SVB tonight 7-1. That's a pretty sporty win. It's in the Don Weir Memorial, I believe, invite tournament. Good prize money at that tournament too. Don's shot. The ball in the top right. Now he has this ball in the bottom left to try to get something on the ball on the side, or that ball near the middle of the table to, you know, maybe move the 11. I think he's got to move one of those balls, right? Stop shot here should be good, though. He should be on that ball in the middle of the table. Well, he twitched a little there, pushed it off its line. That's a great shot from Don there. Looks like he could consider the 15 in the side here. I'd take a real good look at it. Or the bank. And I actually don't hate the bank. Shooting the 10, I don't know. Unless you can develop those balls, I don't want to shoot the 10 yet. I guess he figures he can. Does the 11 go in this bottom right corner? Is it possible I'm just not seeing it correctly from the camera? Angles are deceiving sometimes. I don't think he could consider shooting it now. He's pretty far away from it if it's into a tight pocket. Seems a bit risky. Yeah, maybe a bit scared to develop it, knowing that in doing so, he's going to open up some lanes to the 7-6. I think he's hoping to plug the pocket here, guys. Well, look at that. He got as close as he ever could to making it. A little quicker with the speed on the 11, and it might have kept its line and rode down that side rail in, but yeah, often plugging the pocket is okay, but these smart players, they'll just combo in your ball and put you in a bad spot. So he could just shoot the 6 into the 11 and spin the cue ball underneath the 2. Or he could go real simple and just put him on the back rail, kind of where he's standing, just by his right arm, and then let him see that ball in the middle. It won't matter now. He's missed the 3. And I think this ball in the middle, the 14, goes by the 15, and he's got a little angle to kind of softly go into the 7 with the cue ball to stay on the 15. Well, he drove by the 7 and the 6 ball on the way through, but caught the 6 on the way back. Hasn't done him much good. He is still on this hanger down here, and the 15 in the side next doesn't look too bad. But these angles can be tricky on the camera to see that the 15 in the side is not easy. So maybe coming around for the 15 in the same pocket is a better play. Just the 2 ball might be slightly in the way. No, I think it's okay. Hampered by the 7 means he can't really draw it as much as he wants, but let's try to touch it in, stay on the 15 in the side. It looks okay. And his cueing is clear of the 8, which is a big key here. If he was shooting over the 8, it's extra hard. He really showed us how tight those side pockets are. By the speed he hit that at, you can really tell that that angle was tough. He didn't want to risk hitting any, you know, slower than that, it rolls out, and any firmer than that, it doesn't slop in. So tough shot, tough side pockets. Predator table's got tough sides. I'm surprised he wouldn't shoot the 1 or the 3 here. I kind of like the 6-2 for last, staying near the 8. Well, it doesn't matter if you just miss the ball. That's a big let-off for their team. Had a chance to get their first lead. I don't think they're going to get it yet. Here's some cheering over there. Anytime I've won a team tournament, we were cheering. I'll say that. If I had any advice for any of the teams here, I don't know if we ever won a team tournament silently. We were cheering for each other, clapping, you know, respectfully yelling out. Only sharking each other with yelling out. As he rolls in the 8 and queuing up trouble, regains the lead. And they're over the halfway mark now. Last match of the night for them, possibly for their opponent too. Let me take a look because we do have a live bracket here on Digital Pool. And I can see where the loser of this match is going to go on the B side. Find out if they play again tonight. And they don't. They're going to play tomorrow, so they have bumped a match. They were going to try to play through 3 rounds of the B side tonight. Looks like they're going to get through 2. And that's good because they got lots of extra time with this being a 3 full day tournament. So tomorrow they're going to start some B-side at 11 a.m., looks like. Unfortunately, I won't be here that early, but I will be here hopefully by 1 o'clock. I have another job I was previously signed up for, so previous obligations, get that done first, and then I'll fly here and hopefully not miss too much. Well, huge break. He absolutely got through that 100%, but nothing went in. This is 8-ball on a 9-foot. Probably one of the toughest breaks to get something down. See it lots. For anybody who watched that Women's World 8-ball final that was last weekend, similar story there. Just couldn't find a ball in the break. A lot of times those ladies, when they did find a ball, it was like the cue ball. And so they're back to the Scotch triples. If you're just joining, it is an interesting format here. As I'm just seeing Len's comment stop me in my tracks there, Len. We might have to, can you just delete it? I'm not sure that word is good for a stream, if you don't mind. The comment above your last one. Or edit it. I'm just not sure on that word. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. And so I've lost my train of thought. Back to the Scotch triples. So 3 games of singles, 3 games of Scotch, 3 games of singles, and now we're into game 10. It's going to be 3 games of Scotch again, but it's Scotch triples. And thank you, Len. Appreciate that, pal. I know it was no harm meant, and I know the word is probably okay, but better to just, you know, to not risk it. But I liked your comment. I thought it was funny. Okay, bank shot. How good is this shot? What a shot. What a shot. He's got his teammates clapping. That was so good. Loretta clapping. I love that. That was super. Yeah. Problem not solved yet, though. The 5 still in a bad spot. The 6 in a bad spot. This might take a little coaching session. I think they're allowed 1 timeout per rack per team, so he might want to have a little discussion here and decide if they're going to shoot the 1 or not. Personally, I like leaving the 1 there, maybe taking a risk at shooting the 7 in the side, getting rid of the 4. Like, if you're going to try to run out, you got to bank a lot of balls, so I don't know if making the 1 is any good. Got through everything there. Bit unlucky to not clip the 12 or maybe the 10 and hold for the 4. Not sure Leah can see any of a ball here. trying to make sure whose shot it is, I think. Just trying to make sure they weren't asking whose shot it was. Oh, wow, she could see enough to make the 7, and she just barely missed it. She hit it sweet. You know how tight those corner pockets are at speed. They'll spit them out. Yeah, nothing easy here for either team in this rack. I'd love to see that ball hang up. We saw one drop in the last match like 4 seconds later, so I'm still staring at that ball. And I still think it might go in. It's pretty deep in there. Yeah, now it's time for the discussion, and I like it. So they're just having a small team timeout, the three of them. We'll chat about what to do here. I think I like moving the 6 out if I had a choice. Yeah, that's what they're going to do. Good choice. Because you still have control of the 9. So that's when you want to develop your other ball that you have in trouble. Look at this. Developed both balls, nearly made the bank. Super effort. I thought he made the bank at first glance. 4 ball just in the way. Oh, maybe he called the 4, to be honest. Looked like 4 was too much in the way. If that's the case, then he didn't miss it by much at all. And so, queuing up trouble, gonna have a little discussion about this too. Good time to do it. I don't know if you want to shoot the 7 yet. That's why his teammate came to tell him, shoot the 5. With the safe, or maybe the 5 goes, but a good time to shoot that ball while you still have control of the top left. Ball's tough, 5 ball's tough. What's the plan? Yeah, Len, you're right. The 8 doesn't go. Yeah, and sometimes it's a trap, right? You can lay down the trap, try to bait them into running out the open balls, and it might have somewhat worked here. See if they get the 7 out of the way for them. So maybe shooting the 5 into the 12 with a safety, or bank the 5 onto the 7, or try to make the 5 in behind the 12. It's pretty deep in there. Could shoot the 7, try to get on the 5, but I think if it goes wrong, you're in big trouble, and the 8's still tough, so. But they've already made too many balls here. Time to run out. Just had a good question about a foul there, or a potential foul if shooting over the 12 a few shots ago, if they were to maybe knock the 12 in by accident, would it come back up, or would it be the opponent's option to leave it down? Would it be a foul and a ball in hand as well? I said, if you could find it in the rule book, it'd be like rule number 80, subsection 3.4.2. Big bank shot here for Aaliyah to the bottom right to try to tie the match. It's a long way off, but there's a lot of balls up there for the other team, and she put the 8 in not a bad spot. I don't hate them trying to run out there and then bank the 8. Got to be brave in this game. But it should cost them this rack, barring some kind of big mistake. Yeah, Len, you're absolutely right. If she does go back and listen to this and read Len's comment, best way to make that 8 is actually to stiff it. What I mean is to hit it firm with kind of a stun or even a small draw. It's going to straighten it out a bit, and it'll go. That way you don't have to cross over it. I'm sure Sean would have told her that. Sean Carroll, her husband, a super player. And I just have a list of players, so I'm just glancing quick to see if I could find Sean's Fargo. I did see his name on here. There you go, 677. And I think he plays probably closer to 700 most times. I've seen him play really good. So he probably knew that the best way to make that 8 was to stiff it. Probably told her right away. It's good to have a little coach like that. We see Pia Fillers playing so good. She's arguably got the best coach in the world, Josh Filler. Well, landed just a hair funny on this one, where she might consider shooting the 11 first. And I bet they wish they still had their timeout. Shooting this ball makes this soft draw to get on the 11 a little tough. I think if she shot the 11, she could kind of get between those balls and play position on both. Yeah, that could always go wrong. And now, a real tough shot for James. A really tough shot. I thought he might consider shooting the 11 here. I thought he had it. I thought he hit it really good. Considering how tough that shot was, he hit it great. No gimme this 8 ball, and got to watch some scratches. Yeah, even the inside slap that bank makes it a little easier, but not even so sure she needed the inside. Might not matter. If they make this 8, she'll forget all about it. This to tie the match again. He's hit it pretty firm, and he didn't cut it enough, but what's the cue ball doing here? It's getting right close to the 11, and I'm not sure they can see the ball in the top right. Well, the good news is maybe that ball blocks the 8 going in the top right. I'm certain it does. So he might have a free shot here at the 11. I mean free that can't really sell out the 8 if he happens to miss it. Yeah, so he just plays the safe. not much of a shot here. Like 3-rail it, kick it. What do you do? So definitely I saw them take their timeout already, this rack, I think. I mean, I could be wrong, but I think they did. So they maybe just don't know that you can only have one per rack. I mean, it's no secret that it definitely slows things down, and we're 2.5 hours into this match and only halfway through. There's good possibility it's a 4-hour match. I'm sure the tournament directors don't want to see that either. So they might have to tell them, because look how long this discussion is going, too. So the timeouts have to be quick, but they also have to be limited to definitely only one per rack. Yeah, he's just got to roll at this ball, call it in there, and if it doesn't go, hopefully he makes the stripe and leaves them on the back rail, or maybe just ties it up funny. Yeah, none of the above. Yeah, I could consider following all the way through, try to double kiss it in. I don't hate that idea too, Len. Yeah, one timeout per rack in the trios. Jindy, I don't think these teams know it. I don't think they know, because this is a couple racks where I've seen them take multiple timeouts. And it's definitely bogged it down a little bit. Smart shot there, I think, to put the 11 closer to the pocket with the safety. But, I mean, sometimes they just make this bank, and you see her. She calls it in the bottom right. What a big shot this is. To tie the match, it's got a half chance to go in there or to plug. Oh, she tried to kick it. I think the bank was on there to cross it. It might have required just a little left spin to avoid the kiss and the right speed. Tough no matter what she did, but. But they had a couple chances to win this game before the safety exchange at the end. Len wants to know if I could run those 3 balls. You know, I'm not really sure, Len. I haven't picked up my cue for a few days. I'm going to say I don't mind my chances. Yeah, they're too much over a hole. But if anybody was to find a way without shooting for a few days, it would have been me.
Trios treble and maxed out on table 8. Trios treble and maxed out table 8.
And don't get me wrong, guys. I don't mind how long the match takes. I never mind. I'm locked in. I love it. I love watching pool. I could watch it all day and night.
We have Sharks.
And there we go. Queuing up. Trouble up 6-4.
And 2 guys, 1 girl, 0 regrets.
What a team name. 2 guys, 1 girl, 0 regrets. Oh, these team names. I hate you, Dad. That's got to be the winner of the best team name of the week. They got a real sweet pro shop here at Racks 2. If you guys are in the area and need some equipment, this has got to be the place to come get it. Predator dealer. And it looks like it's fully stocked. Cues, cases, gloves, chalk. You name it. They got it.
All right, that's Sharks with freaking laser beams. 2 guys.
Oh, and we can't forget about that team name, right? I'm sure you guys heard it. That's been a long time one in Alberta. These guys from Cold Lake. And actually, one of the owners here, James Blackman, named his team that. I love it. Looks like a dry break from Leah. Oh, no, she's got a ball down. My mistake, I didn't see one go in. Best thing you can do is count the balls, and like a big dummy, I didn't. Inching closer to that finish line, queuing up trouble. These games are super important for both teams, but they gotta be, you know, starting to smell the finish line a little bit. Gotta try to find a plan for this 3-ball. Looks like she found one. What a great shot this is, because she's gained perfect angle on the 6 in the side to get into this 15-ball and develop the 3. As he looks at the 6 in the corner. Well, are they only allowed 1 timeout per 3 games, or or 3 per 3 games or something? I don't know. Because that would have been the time to take it and tell him, hey, pal, I left you angle to break the 3, bud. Because I'm sure that's what she was playing for. Maybe it goes, and I'm just not seeing it from here, but we'll find out in a second. Small window to get on here. Those 2 rubs did not do her any favors. Not only did she not get on the ball, but she's tied up the 8. Made a mess of it. Yeah, James Blackman from Cold Lake. That's right, Len. That is what you heard correctly. Good friend of mine as well. Love seeing James around at the events. Sober James. I always love seeing my friends who quit drinking. I quit drinking. I wasn't an alcoholic or anything, but just knocked it off a few years ago. Decided that was enough. I know, Chindy. I was just joking. I know they only get 1 each per rack. Is it 1 each per player? No, this is a serious question. It can't be. It's got to be 1 each per team per rack. Now, 1 each per player would make sense that they've taken extra timeouts. And thank you for answering all my questions, Jindy, and for graciously letting me stay at your beautiful house. I very much appreciate it. Little window there to see that ball. Not enough to make it, though. I think tried to spin it in, but just wasn't enough there. There's Jindy's wife in the chat as well, Trisha. Thank you as well for being such a gracious host. You guys are just way too kind. I really appreciate it. Len Vanderwall, if you're from Alberta, definitely probably one of your family. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, 2 rails at this ball. We're trying to just go 1 rail and break it out. I thought he might try to draw around to break it out off 2. Oh, just 1 rail and nudged it. Very nice shot. Very nice shot. I suppose going 2 rails to break it could have put the 8 in a precarious spot. The way he played it was really nice because he's got the cue ball free too. He broke the balls out and he got free, so he's, you know, closer to the next ball for Loretta. Although, big let off there. She's missed a pretty routine one. Just stretching a little, I think, got her. Just reaching. Yeah, and as Jindy says there in the Facebook chat, guys, I'll be back later this month for the under 580 high stakes. Come back and give you guys a stream for that one too. And I'll be coming a day early, so for anybody out there listening or goes back and listens to this, you want to shoot me a message, I'll be doing some lessons when I come back. Maybe another group 1, and you can send me a private message. Get in touch with Jindy if you don't know how to get a hold of me on here on Facebook. Jindy can put you in touch with me. Well, not far off, but didn't really threaten the pocket. Tough shot. Another chance for queuing up trouble. The balls look pretty good here. Let's see. Dawn's probably thinking to get Loretta a little closer to the balls. She missed the last shot. So he's even thinking about shooting the 11 first. I like that. I like this. Shoot the 11. Soft draw back. Leave her the 14. It's nice and close to the pocket, a little closer to the ball. She's not going to be reaching. And the 14 to the ball by the 8 is pretty routine. There's some extra thought that goes into Scotch. You don't always play it the way you normally would. You want to. And you kind of want to have that thought to try to, you know, not get too much out of your element. But you do have to realize who's shooting after you, how they're feeling out there. And, you know, if they're making the balls and making it look easy, then, you know, you can leave them far away. But if they're struggling a bit, then you got to get them closer. And he did well there to get her nice and close to this ball with a pretty natural angle to get up table, although she's let up on the stroke a bit there and left James a mile away. Oh, how good is that shot from James? The punch shot with the touch of inside. Sweet one. And Loretta gives him the fist bump, says, thanks for bailing me out. Stop shot here for straight in on the 8. A little angle, so he had to roll it, but this is good. This is going to get them a little bit closer to the hill. Stop shot stroke here is the best thing. And that's good. Just kind of a drag shot is nice too. You just got to keep the acceleration up a bit. You don't want to roll those balls in too much. She played a nice speed there to stay sure. And we're through 11 games here, so we got one more game of the Scotch trios before we're going to go back to the singles, and triple threat, I dare to say, needs to win this game. They don't want to be down 8-4, short race. Just answering a couple quick questions there. Sorry, guys. Yeah. The hall, Len, it's in Edmonton. It's 99th and 48th. In Edmonton, 99th Street, 48th. Look away for a second. The balls are all tied up. Let's take a quick look back at what we might have missed. Not too much after the break, which is good. I don't want to miss too much. Long match. We're going to miss some shots here and there, but good to catch as much of it as we can. This little cluster on the left side of our table here is a big problem, and neither team's going to be in a rush to break it out because it involves one of each ball. I think Solids has the small advantage because if they can get underneath the 6, they can break it out with a really good safety. Anytime you can break out the ball with safe is nice. Well, she tried to just bump the 7 to a better spot. If they hate the 7, they can bank it right now and get underneath the 6. There's no penalty for missing the bank. I actually like that shot. I like to call it a free shot. The other reason I like that shot is because I want to leave the 3 there. When I play the breakout, it's just causing a problem, and it's a ball that I can shoot after they kick at something. Yeah, and it just solves the problem of the 7. The more I look at it, the more I like that shot. This is okay. Rolling into the 6 is good. They might have a little discussion here. Might shoot the 7. I don't know if this is good. Very missable. And kind of gives them a bit of a chance they might not have had. Is there angle on the 12 to break into the 14? Can he punch the 12 on the side and get the cue ball going in to the 14 to break out the 14 and the 8? I think he can. It's going to require a lot of speed. But I think that's really the only option. I mean, you can leave that ball there thinking make them break it out, but they have a layup safety. You have to recognize that. You have to recognize that if they get underneath the 6, they're going to put you in absolute jail while they break it out. So you might as well go for it now. If it gets into the 14, it might be on the other troubled ball is the 13 going in the top left. Yeah, that's what he tried to do. Well, it's time, guys. You got to order up some dinner. With any luck, he'll time out nicely. This match will be done right as my food comes up. A guy can dream, right? But Jindy, I saw that burger and it looked pretty good. That burger that Trisha was having looked pretty good. I think I'll try that. And the cactus fries. Food here is great. Haven't had bad food here. So they must have a good cook and a good kitchen. And the menu's simple, which I think is important in a pool hall. Don't need to complicate it. Nobody's looking for a fillet in the pool hall, you know. Yeah, the fish and chips last time was fantastic. Definitely going to be eating that this weekend. As Leah plays the safe, which is okay. I mean, can kind of bait him here into shooting the 13 and picking off another one of their open balls. So when they play the safe later on from the 6, it's going to be even more devastating knowing that they're going to have not too many balls to kick at. Jindy says the Boss Burger's good. I just asked for a cheeseburger, Jindy. I'm sure they know what's up. And it'll be good either way. And if it's not this Boss Burger, I got 2 more days and a couple more meals to test out. So, and you're welcome, Kim. And thank you, and to everybody else tuning in, sticking with me all night here. I appreciate you all. I know it's been a bit of a long day, especially for those who are maybe tuned in this morning too. I was live at 8 a.m. with the PBS team. Ooh, and Andreas says they don't chintz out if you order nachos either. Bravo, I like that.
We've officially started the last match of the night. So if you're on the A side, you come back tomorrow at 1 o'clock. On the B side, winners will come back tomorrow at 11 a.m. And don't forget, we have the redemption tomorrow. $60 per team. You must keep your original teammates. Double elimination. We'll see you tomorrow.
Well, let's see what I get, guys. I love a good cheeseburger either way, so if it's not the smash burger or the boss burger, then we'll have to test those both out another time. I'll let you know how it is. And if you heard the lady on the microphone there, they have started the last match of the night on the B side over there, I think. And so the A side's going to carry on tomorrow at, well, let me double check the bracket here, as I don't want to mislead anyone. The bracket is live on Digital Pool. So we got the B side coming for 11. We got the A side coming for 1 o'clock. That's MDT tomorrow, Mountain Daylight Time. And a couple of those matches already decided. A couple matches still going on, and maybe going to be a long night for a couple of teams, but they'll love it. Long weekend. Yeah, as predicted, as soon as we saw the balls after the break, we knew that this 6-14-8 cluster was not going to be opened up right away. They've done good to get the 9 over there. Is going to limit that safety that I've been talking about the whole time with the 6 opening the cluster. And now with the 9 there, it kind of takes away that option. Maybe spin underneath it now. Now, wouldn't have hated her trying to draw and get underneath the 6 there. Kind of a free chance, although maybe didn't want to risk leaving the 9 into the top left with some sort of breakout. And Dennis, I'm not sure if you're asking about a tournament here. Jindy might be able to answer that question. If you're asking about one at LP, I have no idea. I'm not following much that's going on there as of right now. There's a big one pocket tournament coming up. I know that. Probably didn't want that ball to go in. I think he missed it on purpose. Because if you shoot the 2 and you break that cluster, there's no guarantee you're landing on the 6. So they'd love to shoot that while the 7's still on the table. Not frozen. The 14, he says. Just a sliver there. He double, triple checks. Oh, we're going to get the light out to check here. It's real close. Sometimes like a fiber of the rail and it looks like it's touching, but I think they've agreed that it's not touching. James needed the phone light. I love that. So he's going to just roll into this ball then. That's what that tells me. He's going to roll into some of these balls. Either way, let's see what kind of speed he plays it at. Oh, it's super soft. Cue ball got the rail anyway, but I think he was just contemplating rolling into the 14 there. And this is where 8-ball can be a bit of a flawed game. Just where if neither team really wants to step out and try something, it can take a little while for something to happen. Well, I didn't want to push the 2 to the back rail there. Had to keep it over the pocket. Didn't want to make it either. Wasn't ready to try to find a way to get the 6 ball out. Andrea says Don wasn't wearing his glasses, so you can't trust him. That's right. Well, he's got him here. Let's see if he can see something this time. Always getting the cue ball to the rail. They're trying to leave the 9 sticking around here for a breakout later on. Smart. I like shooting the 2, trying to get angle on the 7 and break this out. It's just like one of those games, 8-ball, is where you have to take a risk. Because if both teams decide to never do anything, well, then nothing ever happens. I'm going to take a look to see if the 6 is frozen now. And now they're going to call their timeout. And I think this is smart to use the timeout here. Kick softly into the 6 maybe. Yeah, that's the shot. That's the shot. Softly into the 6 with the kick shot. Develop them a little bit. You have to get something moving here. Yeah, intentional foul and pot the 9. I don't hate that, Dennis. I think that's a pretty good call. I mean, what do they do? Oh, this didn't work out. She played it too hard. Much, much softer. Much, much softer to leave the balls tied up. But just break them out a little bit. I'm all for trying to get them in the open, but that was a little too hard. Yeah, I like Dennis's call. Just pot the 9, give them ball in hand. What do? They had absolutely nothing with the 14 and the 7 over the hole. Yeah, and after that, if they give you ball in hand, then you use the 6 to break the 14 while stopping on the 6. So missed a beat there. Dennis didn't. Neither did Ken. I think Loretta can cut the 14 in here and kind of squeeze the cue ball between the 6, 8. Maybe a little rub off the 8. The more I look at it, the more I think it's a bit risky. The 6 could kiss in the way of the 9. Can she wrap this ball around 2 rails? It actually looks like there's enough angle to play a little bottom left. Wrap it off 2. Oh, she just came out 1 rail. Nice and simple. That's a good shot. And left him a nice angle where he can just bump the 8 into the open here. This is a big shot in this match. This could get them on the hill. Let's see where the 8 goes. He kind of almost needs to go into the 6 a bit first. I mean, if he goes too full into the 8, it's just going to bump it to the right side rail. They're going to be banking it or something. Yeah, exactly like that. I think softer and kind of going forward with the cue ball to try to rub some of the 6 and then the 8. Didn't look super easy, should be noted. I mean, no matter what he did there, it wasn't super easy, but now it's a bit of a choice for Don. Does he try to put the cue ball underneath the 2 and use the 7 to be blocked by the 8, maybe? Or you try to just bank this one in the bottom left, which I think is what he needs to do. At a speed where maybe it stays over the hole to block the 6, but it also puts a lot of pressure on them to just run out after. No more safeties. Looks pretty good. It's going to be close. Oh, but the speed's really good to cover the pocket. Smart shot. They will have a chance to get underneath this 6 to play in the top left after they shoot the 7 and the 2, but good shot from Don there. And when it first came off the rail, I thought he made the bank. I'm glad he made the right choice anyway. Shot the right shot in my opinion. This is a good shot. Got about as good as they ever could on the 2. Draw straight back. They need this one. No, that's not what he was looking for. And now they got to bank this ball, and it's all or nothing. Good news is it is a little bit straight, if there ever was a straight bank. But never easy banking the ball. Gotta stiff this one. She's got it. Oh, I thought she had it. She hit it so good and just caught the horn, but that's such a big moment because this 8's an absolute gimme to go up 8-4 and erase the 9's a huge lead. Well, she hit it great. I thought she made it. The crowd did too. Could hear the oohs and ahs. Yeah, 8-4 it is. And you can't blame Leah for missing that ball. It's the shot previous where he just didn't draw back straight enough to get on that shot into the top left. She probably didn't think she'd be banking that ball. I'll give you guys a look at these beautiful Predator arc tables. Always love pictures like these with the never-ending row of tables. It's back to the singles games. I have Dale coming to the table here, who is their lower ranked male Fargo, and he needs to win this game or they're done. He's got a ball down on the break and a look here. That's all you can ask for, but it's not easy. In fact, nothing easy at all from here. I suppose the 6 goes. Well, maybe the 7 connects with the 4, connects with the 5, and the 8 will go on the side. On third glance, this doesn't look too bad. Might need to shoot the 4 now, which could cause a problem for the 8 later, but could consider developing the 8 after he shoots the 7 or the 5. I think he wanted to be on the 1 ball next after that opening shot, but he's still at the table here is the biggest thing. And spiking balls in, looking confident out there. That's what his teammates would love to see. Oh, my apologies, Jindy. It's Darren. It's Darren, and he's their higher Fargo. My apologies. And I did know that. I did know that. And I know who Darren is. I just went blank there for a minute. I got a good excuse. It's been a long day. And thank you for the correction. Nothing worse than just calling the guy the wrong name the whole day. Yeah, could have considered cutting the 2 inside, break the 8. Dennis wants to know, is it much different banking on a Predator versus a Diamond at slow to medium speed? No, pretty much the same. I don't see too much of a difference. Rails play real good on the Predator table. Very similar. Nice sharp bounce. And I might have to tell this player to watch his foot. We made it through almost the whole match without anybody kicking the tripod, and now we got him kicking the tripod. It's not really in the way. He's got his feet stretched out pretty good under the table is all. And I had it perfect, you guys. Absolutely inch perfect. It's okay. It's bound to move overnight. I'll have to reset it a little, so no problem. He's worked out these balls pretty good. Down to the nitty-gritty here. I don't think he can just roll this one in and stay on the short side of the 5, otherwise he would have already. So he's trying to come around. Does the 5 go in the top right? It must. This would be some kind of out if he can get the job done here. Teammates need him. Dennis, they don't have a stream booth yet here at Rax, but eventually might be a thing. And we'll try to get them at least with a permanent camera setup where maybe I could just do it from home too.
He's like, grab Mark. I'm like, I don't know where he is.
Very nice out. Very, very nice out. The first break and run of the match. And what a time to do it with the back against the wall. Looks like it's going to be Dawn to break this game. Who was the one kicking my camera, so perfect. I wish I had a screenshot of how straight it was before that. Might have been my finest work ever. What an out indeed. That was super. Really good stuff. From Darren Hopkins. Very, very good. Got Don Haggerty to break. And it's rack number 14. And it's his team on the hill. He'd love to see a ball go down here and pay back that run out from the last game. As he looks intently, nothing happening. But lots of work for Leah here. I like shooting the 11 right away. Push the 4 into the 6-14. Get some stuff moving. See what happens. If it works out, might have duck soup after. Well, she's caught it a little thick. And tried to play it a little slower than I would have loved to see. And made an absolute disaster of this table. Look at this. I think it stripes because the 15 maybe breaks out the cluster, but does he have to shoot that ball right now? Could he shoot the 15, then use the 9 in the side to break out the 14? And you're okay, Len. I think you kind of didn't swear. You're all good. Okay, pumps in that ball. trickling this one in. That's a really good shot at that speed. Not easy to roll that one in like that. Tried to stay on the 13 to get an angle to do something with the 14, but he overran it just a bit. So it's the 10 in the top right. Could shoot in the top left, but then he's crashing into stuff and position not guaranteed. But yeah, I should be trying to get some angle on the 9 to break that out later. And I like the 9 for the breakout because then you have the 13 next in the side if you can save that. He's really just looking at this 13. I like trying to shoot the 10 in the top right, trying to get something better later on. Okay, that's what he sees too. Trying to win the match for his team here. And I mean, 8-5 might seem like a big lead, but this can slip away real quick. 8-6, and all of a sudden the pressure's building. 8-7 would be the last game of the singles. Then they'd play 2 games of doubles, potential 2 games of, sorry, not doubles, but triples. Scotch trios. So you don't want to let it get that far. They'd love to get the job done right here, right now, this game. Don't let them creep back in. Okay, guys, the burger looks fantastic. The cactus chips look spectacular too. But don't worry, I'm not going to leave you guys yet. We'll see how this game goes, because I could only stare at this burger for so long. I wanted to make sure I ordered before the kitchen got too busy or before it closed. I'm not 100% sure what time it closes, if it closes at 10 or whatnot. I'd have to check into that. But, yeah. So we're going to just stare at some food for a minute here. It's a little tougher to do commentary when you're staring at some delicious food, but I'll do my best. Oh, pretty close to this one. I like calling a ref on these shots. I don't like to let them just shoot it right away. Unless they're going to shoot that far away from it, in which case, that's okay. He needs to get a rail here with something, though. Cue ball might go into the 7 and stop this ball. Oh, yeah, it went into the 1 and stopped the ball. I think he thought he could get by that ball and get the cue ball to the rail, but not quite. So Leah with a ball in hand here and a chance to develop the 6-4 using the 5. So cut the 5 in the bottom right corner, send the cue ball into the 6. It should move the 6 and the 4 and should stay on the 3. Might even have a shot on the 6 or the 4. It might even have a shot up table on the 1. So it's definitely the choice. She's going to shoot the 3 and go into them. I don't hate that. Can stay on the 5 here too with a shot on the 5 next. Well, had to get into the 6 ball there. This is okay. She's going to get another chance. She's on the 4. Can pocket the 4. Maybe make the 2 and get a better angle on the 5 to break the 6 again if it needs breaking. Maybe it goes in the top right. So the reason I said shoot the 2, then the 5, is often when we're playing these breakouts, we want to leave lots of extra options. So I'm not sure shooting the 1 and then the 7 would be a good idea, unless The 6 goes in the top right, in which case I would love it. She's called safe, though. Oh, put this over the hole would be really great for her. Not in the hole. She wanted to see that one stay up there. It would have been in a beautiful spot. Not only blocking some lanes for this 11 ball, blocking some lanes for the 14. Just causing some problems over there, but it's always nice to have a hanger. Yeah, I like that call too, Ken. Could have banked the 5 after the 2 to break it out. Maybe didn't even need to reposition. Len says his chicken man is watching. I don't know who that is. Len, I'm sorry. Maybe I'm missing the inside joke or something. I don't know. It's getting a little late out there for me. I thought I might swing by the other pool room tonight, but it's not looking like it. It's a little late, and I got to be up a little early. So I'll probably pull the old hit and run after this match, scarf down this burger, and fly back to Jindy's for a sleep. Yeah, push the 9 over there. I like that. Covers up the 6. Causes a problem for Leah. Does she shoot the 5 and try to break it out? Oh, she shoots the 2 and breaks it out. What a shot that is, Leah Carroll. Nice shot. That's super handy because she's bumped the 6 out while leaving the 5 over the hole to play position on the 6. She's left-handed. She's going to try to shoot this one with her right hand, thinking about it anyway. I hate using the bridge here. Get the rest out is okay. But I also don't hate shooting it opposite hand. It's over the hole, and you just got to touch it in softly. Often we lose the speed with the opposite hand, though. We're not as precise with the speed control. As you can see there, she came up a little short. Big shot here. She's got it. What a shot that is. What a beautiful shot. And a shot at the 7 in the side. Nothing super easy here, but I think the cue ball goes either into the 10 or between the 10, 13. And should be able to get some position on the 8. Yeah, straight into the 10, position on the 8. Look at this. The 8 ball to carry on this match for 8-6. Super out from Leah Carroll. Really great stuff. All right, guys, I'm going to have a quick snack, but I'll be here watching still. That won't be long. Sorry, guys. Just doing some product testing too here. It is confirmed. The smash burger is fantastic. Highly recommend. And no, I didn't scarf it back in that time. I had 2 good bites and it's delicious. And the cactus cut chips are really, really great too. I'll be having those again for sure. But let's check out what's going on over here as we see the last game of the singles before they go back to Scotch triples. Okay, Leah had me a little worried there. She was walking towards me with the score sheet, and I thought, do I got the score wrong? No, I don't do that. I've never done that. I'm the score master. Unless it's on 2 tables. Yeah. Nice to see a bit more of an open layout after a couple, well, I should say a few slower racks in there with more tied up balls. This one looking a little better, although if you're solids, the 8's a little tough, and if you're stripes, looks like the 13 up there near the top right, that's the tough ball. Len wants to know if this is CPA. I know. The rules for this tournament are BCA, but it's just a tournament. It's not a league thing. I guess they have CPA in Edmonton, right? Yeah, the 8-ball problem here for solids. Can he maybe use the 7 to break it out? I don't think he can do it right now, but he might need to do it later. Doesn't want to shoot the 5 yet because it is a bit of a problem for, it looks like the 9-ball over there. Yeah, it's the 9 that he just rubbed. Well, a really crafty shot would have been to rub that 9 even more and get it out of the way. And then just drop short side on the 8 later on. It's too late for that. Oh, big miss there. Loretta with another chance to close out this match. This triple threat, they're creeping back in here. 8-7 is definitely still anybody's match. I think we got some life in this game now with where the 8 is and where the 9 has ended up. Well, she's made a great shot there to trickle that ball on the side. She's caught a couple balls in the side that were real tough. Yeah, what solid gets you on the 8? Dennis once said, no, that's right. There you go. Ken says it. Stop shot, banked 8 in the side. Why not? Might not matter. She might move some of the balls out of the way for him. Does she shoot this combo? I think she has to. The 14-15. Well, doesn't have to, but I would like to see her shoot it because if she moves the 9, it opens the 8. And the 9 ball's got nowhere to go. No home for that 9 ball. Not now, and not later unless she plays good bank shape. Oh, she's called it. Called something in the bottom right corner. I'm not sure what she's playing here. Let's just wait and see. Well, she almost went in off the 7. Pretty close. Good bank shot, right in the middle of the pocket. So it's the 3, then the 7, I think. I mean, he could consider shooting the 7 first here and try to break the 8. But I don't think so. It's so far away and there's no guarantee. Well, he probably figured he might plug that pocket, but he's landed short side on the 10 for her. Mind you, it is a bit thin. Certainly missable. She's looking real close, like maybe she can't even see it. I'm sure she can. She overcut it. This is about the only thing that could go wrong was scratch. But at least she didn't open the 8, so maybe it is that bank shot that Ken found. Or can he shoot the 7, break it out? I think he maybe could. I didn't think the 7 passed the 15, but the more I look at it, I think it does. So he could shoot the 7 and break it out while still being on the 3. No, he turned it down, so it's the bank shot after this 3 ball. I kind of like it, but he did have a free chance to break it out there. Well, this is not ideal angle for the bank. He's got to really rifle this one or come across the top of it, which is always tough to read. Got to stiff this one with draw, hit it real firm. A little firmer, and look at this, gonna go right back where it was. Worst case scenario for him. And not the worst case for Loretta. She won't mind having some two-way shots here. As long as the 8 doesn't go off the 15, which maybe it does. So she might be forced into shooting this 11-14 combo. Send the cue ball across to the other side of the table. To the right long rail, only leaves the bank on the 8. You'd hate to give him another free shot at it, though. Got to overcut this one. She didn't overcut it enough, just don't scratch. Well, this angle on the bank's a lot easier than the last one. If he hits this one at the same speed he hit the last one, I think he's got it. Stiff helps this one in. Helps this one in a bit, excuse me. Yeah, not this time, and Loretta can't ask for a better chance than this to try to close it out. As her teammate tries to will her on. This is the chance. Slop this 11 in. Shoot the 15. 14's over the pocket. Just get a little closer to the 13. It'll be, or rather the 9 up there into the top left. It'll be a stop shot if she lands straight. Big couple of shots. She's speeding up, which always tells me the nerves are high. She's rolled it and left a long one here on the 9. Big shot. Oh, but she stays so smooth on it. What a great shot. And the 8 in the corner to win the match. She's got it. What a shot. Queuing up, trouble moving on to the next round of the A side. Triple threat, gonna move to the B side. I'm gonna move to the pillow side. I'm out of here, guys. I'll be back around 1 o'clock tomorrow, early in the afternoon. So thanks everybody for tuning in today. We'll be back tomorrow. Don't go far, everyone. Have a good night.